We do, y'all. This is Courtney, and we're gonna talk about True Detective, season 3, episode 2. Kiss tomorrow, goodbye. Yeah, I'm late. I know. I know. Let's get to this. Okie dokie. So as we found out at the end of the previous episode that Julie Purcell, she's alive. We found this out in the timeline of the 90s timeline. So this gets Purple Wayne. No, I said Purple Wayne. Purple Haze, they get him up like what? And stuff like that. So he ready to go on in, to fall in and all that stuff like that. Now, the prince showed up at this gas station for this robbery. So you really do not know that it doesn't deal with like, was she's innocent during the time of this crime, or was she a motherfucking perpetrator? Did she help with the robbery or shit, stuff like that? So we don't know. So that's from last episode. Now, beginning of this one, we see they finna comb the river to look for any clues, and also to look for the body of the sister. Cause I guess they saying we don't found the dead body of the boy. So, 9 times out of 10, the daughter might done suffer the same fate and all that. So they go and do that. They can't find nothing. They don't show that they find anything or whatever. They said they find a bike. His bike does for fingerprints, and they do an autopsy of the boy. Concussion and cervix. Okay, blunt force trauma and a cervical fracture and stuff like that. So it's like somebody broke his neck, and they put his hands like that. Y'all excuse my nails, they blue, my hands blue and everything. My hair blue. So yeah, that comes with that. So we get to the scene with the motherfucking they call him the trash guy, but really it's the Native American non-veteran. And it's him, motherfucking Purple Haze, and Roland. And now they sitting and all that stuff like that. And Roland lets it be known that, homeboy, talking about Purple Haze, he was a LARP and all that. And he tells like, 75 battalion, some shit like that. Y'all know, forgive me if I'm fucking it up. And stuff like that. And so the trash man, like, why would you do that? Why would you sign up for like that? Sign up for anything like that? And Hayes really don't have no answer. And see, with this scene right here, I like this scene because you're dealing with two motherfucking veterans, and you basically seeing each side of the same fucking coin. As we see Purple Haze, he gets up every day, goes to work, he clean cut, he this and all that stuff like that. But there's an emptiness about him. And then you see the trash dude. You see how really, I guess he didn't really deal with his PTSD all that well. As you know, he says that, when he came back home 2 years later, his wife left and took the kids and stuff like that. And so, that he talked about when he was over there in the battlefield, shit like that, the only thing he had to worry about was to not get himself killed. And so when he come back home, it's a culture shock. Cause you done been programmed to this type of setting. And then here you go, you get snatched out of that, brought back home, and you're like a fish out of fucking water. And even with Purple Haze said that, it took him a year to wind down. So he tells him that he saw the kids ride off into the sun and stuff like that. And did he say he saw the boys, them teenage boys? I don't remember. But now Roland asked him, "Do you like kids generally?" And I was like, and you know, me and homeboy had the same fucking expression. He like, how am I answer a question like that? I like, exactly. How can you answer a question like that? Cause you say you love kids, and being that what happened with these kids, motherfuckers gonna say that you're a fucking pedophile. Hell, if you say you hate kids, motherfucker say, "Oh, you're a child killer and you're a pedophile." You get what I'm saying? So it's really no easy motherfucking answer to that. Basically, what he was saying, and you know, and then he was like, "Hold up, y'all trying to say this on the kid?" He said, fuck that shit. No, I ain't like that. You know, I got 2 kids of my own. It ain't even down like that yet, and stuff like that. So there's that. And so we go back to the present, and we see Hayes, Purple Hayes. You know, he is looking at this run down building. Basically, it's the West Finger Community Center and stuff like that. And you get a flashback and you go to the 80s and all that stuff. It's a town meeting. The mayor's there. He talking about the curfew for the town. Hayes and Roland, they walking inside, catching the faces, trying to peek the scene, check the mood. And then you go see, you know, Hayes see Amelia and all that stuff. That's the school teacher. And, you know, pulling us, giving out papers and all that stuff. And, you know, while the mayor is, you know, doing a town hall meeting and stuff like that. And, you know, it's some motherfucking look like redneck, some bitches and all that stuff trying to give Roland the mean and all that stuff. Or, you know, whatever. And so here you hear some of the concerned citizens of the fucking town. They were like, what you gonna do about Devil's Den Park? And you remember I said before, I was like, why would you give a national park that type, you know, that name? Why would you do that? And you know, he said, you know, they have parties out there to get, you know, doing this, doing that, and all that stuff. Did the queers be out there? Like, really, bro? You just gonna throw them out like that? The queers and shit like that. I'm like, how you know they be out there, bro? How you know? Who told you that? You got something you need to tell her? You know, whatever. So, and you know, like the chick, this lady stand up, and she was like, "What about the heroin?" Excuse me, y'all. She said, "Cause heroin done hit Arkansas. You know, what you gonna do about that?" And all that stuff. And you know, these are typical. I totally get their concerns and all that stuff like that. So we get the end of the meeting and Roland, Hayes, and they boss are sitting outside, and you know how you read the room, and you know, homeboy is like, you know, well, they scared, they're afraid, they this, they that, you know, but you know, he cough up and said maybe it's just my redneck radar and all that stuff, you know how they feel about that motherfucker. So he notices Amelia come out the building and he goes to talk to her. Let me tell you something. Like I said before about this brother's actor, Mahershala Ali. His eyes. He has the most beautiful set of eyes, and they convey so much. And you could just see how he looks at her, right? And he looks at her like she made a moonbeam. She get me? Like she the most prettiest, beautifulest creature he ever motherfucking laid his eyes on and stuff like that. So you see it's this little pull back and forth between them, this little chemistry while they talking. He gives her this paper, it's the paper of the doll. And so that piece of paper with that doll and everything is gonna give them one of their biggest leads. But here comes Amelia's boyfriend, a white dude, right? And he go to pick her up and all. And Hayes, he looking, he watching. Now, like, don't worry, Hayes, don't worry. You gonna get your chance, my brother. You gonna get your chance. And so we go back to the present, and y'all, I was wondering why Hayes' son was looking familiar. And I was looking at him like, where have I seen you before? That nigga look familiar. Yo, that's Cyborg. That is Cyborg from the goddamn movies. That is him. That goes to show you what a little mustache should do. That's him. So they in the car, they talking. And Hayes is like, he brings up his mom, bring up the mother, and says that he's forgetting her. Like, he know who she is. He knows that that's his wife and the mother of his kids, but he's still losing memory of her. And it's just sad, you know what I'm saying? And so, the son is like, do you think mom would want you to do this? Basically, doing this special with this reporter. And homeboy is like, she just using you and everything for a shit show. He ain't got time for it. He don't like it and stuff like that. And so they bring up Jessica. It's the daughter. And so when he bring up Jessica, it's this line he says. And you're going to hear him repeat that line. He said that line and he going to say it toward the end and stuff like that. And, I'm thinking like, so it's the brother, well, the son that's basically taking care of his father. And, he got his own family. He got this, and he also taking care of somebody who is basically losing his history. Whose history is literally motherfucking turning to ash. So I could just think, how much, the stress of it for the father and for the son who's taking care of him. It's wild. And so Hayes is like, he wants to know the whole story. So that's why, he's, he gonna continue to do this interview with that motherfucking girl. So we go to the 80s, and here come the damn FBI. And so being that it was a kidnapping case and all, the FBI gonna come in. And so, they hand over their info. And so the thing about it is that Roland and Hayes, they gonna worry about the murder part. That's gonna be their spiel. They're gonna worry about the murder. And so they get ready to leave. They go to the funeral. And they at the repast, and they meet Dan, the Uncle Dan, cousin Dan. Now he was the one that had the bedroom with the Playboy magazines, and Hayes saw that little hole that was buried in the wall of the closet. And so I'm thinking, was that room? That room had to be in the girls' room, the little girls' room or whatnot. So he says whatever. They question him. He said, he played with the kids sometime or whatever and all that shit. And now here's the thing what he says about the father. And he said, well, homeboy, he's a good dude, but the mother needs a strong man. Basically saying that homeboy's weak and all that stuff. So we put that together to see how he feel about homeboy, and then we go to when the detectives go and interview the parents, the Purcell, the elder Purcells, and they grieving, they in mourning and shit like that. Peep this, the mama, the grandmama, she started spilling all kind of tea. She was getting over it. The father was like, not now, not now, not now, hush and shit like that, and basically let it slip that it was always speculated that the daughter wasn't his. Because the daughter was conceived during the time when homeboy was offshore. So my eyes is this. I'm thinking Diane is that girl's father. The cousin. The one that said the mama needs her a strong ass man. Excuse me, y'all. And so We get to Amelia. She in the playground, and she sees that, you know, them elder kids, they bullying somebody, and she showing the picture around of the doll. Hold up. That's that wire from that damn my earphones. And so she finds this boy, basically was best friends with the young boy who died and all that stuff. And kind of find out he had a crush on Julie. And so he sees the toy. He tells her that he saw her with that doll. And basically, it was like two grown-ups dressed in ghost sheets. You know, dressed like ghosts. You know, with the regular white sheet with the eye holes cut out or whatever and stuff like that. And so, and you know, she was like, "Well, did you see anybody give it to her?" He said he didn't see anybody give it to her, but he did see her with it and stuff like that. And so we get, you know, the detectives and all that stuff, they come and talk to him and all that. And then you find out that Hayes is a motherfucker. He's a Trekkie. He's a fan of that's Trekkie. He's a fan of Star Wars. So, cause he do the motherfucking lightsaber sound. And so they have the boy basically draw out a map of the Halloween route. You know, the different houses and all that shit. So that's a good clue. So, what's his name? Okay, Tom Purcell. Homeboy goes back to work. And everybody looking at him like, why is you here? You know, they stop working. They looking at him like he's a freak at a sideshow. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, he in his feelings. He feels some kind of way. He started cutting up. And I'm thinking the supervisor come and try to talk to him. He said, we thought you were going to take a few days. And homeboy's like, I've been working ever since I was 14. Full time. And so, you know, homeboy said, well, you know, we working around heavy machinery and they can't take all this excess stress. And so basically, homeboy said, fuck you, I quit. You know, he's dealing with his grief and all that stuff, which I can totally understand about, you know, how the people, you know, the co-workers and stuff, but, you know, still kind of fucked up. And we see Tom, he walking and he get picked up by the detectives. And he's in the back seat. He's crying. He's mourning. Listen, that motherfucker can mourn. He plays the part of a grieving father very fucking well, y'all. And so, he's in the car and basically saying, you know, find my daughter and all this shit like that and everything. So we go to basically the detectives, they talking to the mayor and all the people, and they basically show them about this route that the boy drew up. And they was like, maybe we could go around the houses, go look and all that stuff. The mayor, his thing is basically, you know, like appearances. You know, he don't want this to look foul, you know, foul on him, being that it is time for a re-election. But homeboy was like, listen, we trying to find this girl. Them people, if they ain't got nothing to hide, they will willingly let us search their place, which is true. But, you know, he's saying, nah, we can't do it like that and all that stuff. Whatever. And so we get to, we go back to the present time. And the reporter, she is showing him like how people basically have blog sites and all that stuff dealing with true crime stories. And, you know, showing him some shit. And, you know, he didn't know they do stuff like that or whatever. You know, they got time in their hands to do anything like that. And she asked him a couple questions. She was like, do you think due to your race, did they ever not take your input, you know, to heart due to your race or whatever? And he said he don't think so. Not necessarily. And so like that. And so basically she comes up and says she is doing a work about, I can't even repeat it because when she was saying it, I started laughing. I like, girl, that man don't know what you talk about, girl. Dealing with I can't even. I listen. Y'all know what's saying, cause homeboy looking at the sun like, what the fuck this bitch just said? The son knew what she was talking about. I knew what she was talking about, but I was cracking up because that homeboy looking like, girl, what? That shit was funny. So Roland, we back in the 80s, y'all. Roland goes and I guess hit up this pimp or this dude that owned this hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, and sell porn and all that shit. And gets a lead on about this dude who basically asked one of these girls, do she know where she could find young girls? So he a pedo. And so he gives Roland the information. And so, they finna do something with that. So Hayes is at the bar and Amelia's there. She gets up and walk over to where he at. And they talk, chit chat and all that stuff. They learn more about each other history, where they come from and all that stuff. Amelia, I'm guessing what they were saying. She was saying like she dealt with she was a Black Panther for a little bit. And she asked him, did you investigate me, run my background, check my status, Google me, or whatever? And he said he thought about doing it. And so she says this, which is kind of peculiar, but I think when she said that, it's gonna play a major role further along. She says she goes out of town and basically adopts this new persona. And she does, I think she said she do it, twice a month? Or did it twice? And all that stuff. So I'm thinking with this season, it's all about mask. And the different sides of the coin. That's what I'm getting. That might be what this season is about. But I think it was kind of like, why would you tell him that? So I know that's going to come back into, play later on. So they go look up at the news, and the mayor done jumped the gun and told all the fucking tea about the route and everything. And so, they was going to use that as a way to do that shit sneakily. Not sneakily. What kind of word is that? But y'all get what I'm trying to say. So you basically see, once that news got out, the whole town was a ghost town. I guess when nobody leaving their house, them kids weren't going to school, they weren't doing shit. Scared for their lives and stuff like that. And whoever, the motherfucker that basically who did the damn crime, he laying low too. So we get to a scene with Roland and motherfucker Hayes. And I like this scene. Cause, Roland felt some kind of way. And I get you feel some kind of way. It's certain motherfuckers that feel like that. Hayes thing with this, that's your tribe, bro. Why you didn't tell them to stop? You need to talk to your tribe. And Roland like, what you mean, my tribe? What the fuck is you talking about? And Roland put, basically his thing was like, I don't see that color shit. We all still the same motherfuckers. And let's be real. When you of color, that dog don't fucking hunt. Yeah, we can say we all are the same and all that stuff, but we know doing the experiences that we lived through and what our parents, grandparents, ancestors lived through, we know that's not the fucking case. So, Roland was like, I know who I am. He said, I know, basically how this whole thing goes. And so Roland sends him this basically this case file. It's on the pedo motherfucker. And so they go and find him, snatch his ass, and take his ass to a goddamn barn where they beat his ass. And the motherfucking white dude was looking at Hayes like, I see you getting a kick out of this. Kidnapping a white man, stringing him up and all that stuff, beating him. And I was like, maybe. But nigga, you're a pedo. So whatever lick they give you is justified, ho. Like that. That's me. And so They do, beat him up and everything, and they goes to find out that he was around kids. And so when him being around kids, that's a violation of his goddamn motherfucking what is it called? Parole? Probation, I guess. And all the stuff like that. Cause he had invented a new persona and everything. He did all that. So they have him in the trunk of a car. He bound and gagged. And homeboy Hayes tell him this. They did some shit, so you done violated your probation. You finna go back to prison, and I'm gonna make sure that the monstrous nigger cops motherfucking make you they bitch. You gonna bleed motherfucking dick, bitch, for the rest of your goddamn days. And what was funny, now that white boy was petrified. That white dude was petrified. And what was funny, Roland was petrified too. Roland like, good goddamn, where they come from? He said, I ain't never been so scared. He said, that's the most vivid goddamn description of goddamn prison right ever. Roland like, I felt some kind of way about that. And I cracked up. That was kind of funny. And so, let me see what happens next. Unless I'm trying to look through the backyard. So we go to the 90s timeline. And with the 90s timeline, we go, and they in a bar is Hayes and I want to say his boss or whatever. He basically shows them the file for Julie. And they talk about, the whole case and, maybe she alive. And I'm guessing the mayor, which basically fucked up a whole lot of shit for that case. He's attorney general now, state attorney general. And so he always been on homeboy shit list. So they said they finna go make his life a living motherfucker hell. And so he leaves there and he goes home. And we see the kids as they are kids. And we see Amelia, she got long hair and all that stuff. They done got married. They got 2 babies. And, she's writing a book about what went down with the Purcell case. And he goes and tell her that they found, Julie ain't dead. They found her fingerprints at this gas station. So, basically, that just motherfucker set the scene. They're like, what the fuck? And so, as we gonna see for along this season, Amelia gonna be right there front and center helping them find what happened, what went down. And so we go back to the 80s. And while they still got that nigga in the motherfucking trunk, the pedo, they gets a call and basically come to the Purcell house. They go to the Purcell's house. And basically it's this note. And the note said, Julie is doing fine. Don't look for us. Yeah. And they cut out letters out of magazine, pasted and all that stuff. Homeboy looking like, what's this? How this happened? What's this? What the fuck is going on? And they like, hell, we fucking know, nigga. And so we go to the prison and, it's the family, Cyborg that was his wife and the beautiful ass fucking kids. And there go, Hayes. They talk about the case some. And, he said, he go back over the book and he said it helped with remember stuff and stuff like that. And then here you go. He says that line, the same line he said in the car. Maybe you guys could go see if you could get Rebecca. Yeah, the daughter named Rebecca down here. I would like to see her. And so this is when we find out she's in LA. She does music and she hates Westfinger. She does not like coming home. And so here you go. You see how dementia or Alzheimer's, what it does. He starts repeating. And you see that with the son, it's getting to him. And when he does it again, the son just gets up and leave. And there go Purple Hayes. He just looking. He has this look on his face. It's like, you could say blank, but it almost has a childlike aura to it and stuff like that. And you know, that's what happens when you deal with that. It snatches your history, like I said, turns it to ash. And so, here's the end. We go to the scene. We see Hayes again, present day. He is at this stops at this four-way. It's the street where the Purcell house is on. And you can see the Purcell house burnt to the ground. But you also see it's nighttime, and you see homeboy is in his motherfucking pajamas and house robe. And he done drove himself there. And he got this look, he looking around, he don't know how he got there. So he sleepwalks too. And I wonder, is it this case that's doing that, bringing it up, that does that to him? And that's how it ends. That's the second episode, y'all. I'm gonna get the third one down this week and all that stuff, and I'm gonna watch Passage. You know, they got Zach from motherfucking Saved by the Bell on it and all that stuff based off them books, like vampires and shit. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna watch it, and maybe I'll review it and all that stuff. But yeah, that's it. Like, share, subscribe, leave comments down below, and I'm gonna holler at y'all.